If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force any scenario for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, you're going to get it through other people, all right? Also, this about the time that you probably want to hit that volume. I'm loud. I'm only going to get louder. So you understand? Hit that volume. Now, let's talk, right? I want to ask the question, right? A lot of individuals, you've had the same situation happen to you through different people over and over again. And when I say that, it could be something so small, or it can be something at a larger scale. It could be something, again, somebody cheating on you. You may have experienced that through multiple people. You may have experienced some type of betrayal from friends that used to befriend you. You may have had certain family members or friends or people tell you what you could or could not do. People stealing from you, so on and so forth. Everybody has a certain cycle that they've experienced. And again, you could think back prior to this last time that it happened. Who was it before then? So on and so forth. Each situation and every scenario, the person or situation changes, but there's one thing that remains the same, and that's you. So therefore, again, as much as we want to say that it was other people who did certain things to us, we have to realize that that cycle is connected to us. You understand? So that's when we have to take accountability and truly take a step back to see certain things, all right? So now let's talk. You had to realize that there's karma and there's consequences in crossing a chosen one. Even if it's you crossing you out. You understand me? And let's talk. Because a lot of you, or a lot of us as well, because I done been there before too, where we allow certain memories or certain things that individuals did to us, we allow that to continue to relive through us. And when I say that, because even something as simple as you going back down memory lane, thinking about certain pain that you had obtained at that point in time, you have to realize at that point in time, you are replaying it, because then you start feeling the emotions that you felt in that moment when you discovered it. You start feeling it physically, whether it's chills, whether or not it's tears coming out, so on and so forth. You start putting yourself through the same thing that you had just made it from. You understand? Not only that, let's talk. A lot of us had certain parents or people around us that put us down. They had us thinking certain things about ourselves and not realizing that how they started affected how we are now. So let's talk, right? You may have had a mother figure, a father figure, certain siblings, so on and so forth. You told them certain things that was happening around you, happening to you, and they didn't believe you. You could have had a mother or father that you always told. They seen how you reacted to certain things, but they didn't ask you what you was even reacting to. They didn't ask questions. They just made assumptions about you. Now let's talk. That can come in several forms. That could come you telling your mom and dad about your sister or brother fighting you, taking certain things from you, saying certain things about you. And because they didn't witness it at that point in time, and because your sibling or that person was able to put on a better facade, they sat there and believed those individuals over you. You may have had certain mothers or fathers where you told them personally about certain people touching you, violating you, making you uncomfortable. And what did they do? They shunned it under the rug. They didn't want to address it at that time. Because had they believed you, they would have had to defend you. And the inner child in them was not ready to do those things for you. So therefore, they had you ignore it just like people had them do too. So I want you to realize something. You end up playing that same position against you because you so used to people but not believing you. You so used to people, again, not trusting you or putting the blame on you when it really was other people. You had to realize that you started to do the same thing to you. Because when you started getting intuitive feelings that that person you was with was cheating on you, when you intuitively started feeling about certain friends that truly wasn't your friends, when you started feeling really wrong about certain situations, you continue to be in them because you didn't believe you in a sense too. You allow these people to persuade you that what you was feeling was not true. So therefore, you are putting your inner child through the same thing that those people previously did to you too. You have to realize when they persuade you to not use your intuition, that's equivalent to you telling that mother, father, sister, brother that so-and-so was touching you and they telling you to ignore it. That it didn't really happen. Are you sure? Oh, you got to realize you end up playing that same figure for yourself. Because that inner child is always with you. It's going to be there no matter what. So therefore, again, you so used to people doubting you, telling you don't know what you're talking about. So when God put a piece of him personally in you, that's that intuition. That's that discernment. Not everybody has access to. God gave you a piece of him to give you that heads up on what people are doing to you, want to do towards you. Plan, so on and so forth. God gave you that intuition and you not using it. You allowing those people to persuade you that you don't know what you talking about. You understand me? How? Now let's talk. There's other forms too. You may have had a mother or father that, again, they had expectations that you were supposed to play a parental figure for them in a sense. They felt like you owed them for them bringing you in when really it's like they don't realize that before you even came through them, they was asking for certain prayers, whether or not it was certain wealth to come through, opportunities, love, light, and abundance. They was asking for these things and God had them and gave them the ability to produce you. You came through to give that mother that love that she never had from her mother. You was there to, again, look and smile at your father and let him know that his worth wasn't through his finances. You understand me? You was placed here to teach them certain things. They was looking for abundance whole time. God gave you certain abilities, knew that you was going to be able to build for them. All they had to do was be right by you, and these people failed that test. You understand me? So you got to realize these individuals was praying for opportunities, praying for love, light, and abundance to come through. God gave them everything that they was asking for when he had them cross paths, be able to cross paths, have you, so on and so forth. And then these individuals, again, had you and put certain pressure on you that they people put on them. They never sat there and beat those demons. They instead became them. You understand me? They never stood up to their mother. They never stood up to their father. But they want to speak all down to you. You understand me? You got to realize, again, some of your parents are jealous on the fact that you was able to do certain things that they wasn't able to obtain or make it through. They chose to play the victim mentality in a sense. There's certain parents that, again, sit there and feel like you were supposed to play parental figure to them. They didn't put you down your whole life, said what you couldn't be, that you could never be anything. You got to realize something, chosen ones. Back when you was getting put down, when they was telling you that you ain't going to have nothing if it ain't for me. Oh, matter of fact, you don't want to do those things for me. Don't you ask me for nothing. Just because you didn't want to, again, be a waiter to them. Because you had other things that you was trying to do. But these individuals try to put all that pressure on you. So then they try to use these type of lines like, if you next time you want something, don't ask me for nothing if you can't do this for me. Right? They had a certain expectation on you, right? Now, all of a sudden, you wondering why certain relationships that you can't leave. Now, the inner child of you is saying the same thing to you that those people used to say to you, that you nothing without them. So when you choose to leave your family, leave your friends, they tend to say, those same things again. They try to make it like you not going to have certain support as long as it's not them supplying it to you, not realizing that you've been a supplier to them and they people. You understand me? There's a reason why they get mad when you want to leave. There's a reason why they try to persuade you not to use your vision. They try to make sure that you don't see. See, I want you to realize something, chosen ones. You done had your mother, your father, your sister, your brother make it seem like because you don't go along with them that you disrespectful and that you're not going to have certain blessings and abundance come in. Whole time, that's not the truth. So now you in relationships that are not good for you. They was able to financially support you. They was able to do certain things for you or towards you. Now you feeling like you can't survive without them because that is something that your parents put in your head. So now you carrying the inner child in you too, doubting the abilities that you're able to do. You sitting there telling your inner child, think of how you see somebody talking to a child. Could you imagine telling a child face to face, you will never be nothing. You will never be, you will have, that's what you're doing in a sense. When you are doubting you and making it seem that you have to get certain blessings and it has to be based upon other people, when you're not giving yourself credit on things that you're able to do, you out here talking ill to your inner child too. So guess what's going to happen? Karma and consequences is going to come to you because God don't play about you crossing a chosen one, even if it's you crossing you. You understand me? So soon as you start talking foul about you, guys like, I know not. He gonna correct that right on the spot. You understand me? You had to protect your inner child like other people failed to. Now let's talk. There's certain individuals that you may have been violated in one way, shape, or form. Physically, sexually, mentally, you were abused. So now you go to certain partners, your first experience of some type of sexual encounter or your first experience physically with somebody else was something that was not healthy. This could have been you younger and somebody violating you, or you younger and an older person pursuing you and persuading you to give up certain goods for them. Whether or not this is, again, your first experience set the blueprint on what you start expecting to come in. So you out here, again, doing certain things for people who don't deserve it because that's the blueprint that was set for you. That's why it's important to keep children in a child's place and not tell them certain things that they not ready for. You understand me? You got to realize that, chosen ones. You got to realize certain things people can talk about. Oh, they a freak, they experience, they do this, that, and the third. But then they not truly thinking on why they even had or what was the gateway or entry to all that. They had an uncle that was talking fresh to them. They had this cousin acting fresh to them. They had neighborhood masculines out here making passes to them. Even certain predators, because there's female predators too. Masculines out here attracted to older women, wondering why, and it's because of older women that was out here trying to pursue you when you was a youth. See, you gotta see through this sick shit. You need me? You understand me? You gotta see through this. You out here thinking that this is you. Oh, you thinking about, dang, I know I'm good at this sexually, so I can change their mind and they gonna do anything that I want them to do. You gotta realize you start becoming that predator too. Cause this is the same mentality that other people was having on you when they was doing foul, fucked up shit towards you when you was in your youth. You out here feeling like you gonna use your body to get what you want. Whole time they used your body to get what they wanted. You understand me? So you got to realize just because you have an opportunity to do things or you feel like because you are the one doing it to you that you got power over the situation, that shit ain't true. They still got power over you. You understand me? That's like you sitting there. You could have been somebody who was cheated on so many times. Every time you was with somebody, they had somebody else involved. Now all of a sudden, they didn't slowly but surely have you thinking and have you opening up to having an open relationship. That's not something that you like, but you accepting it. So now you done persuaded yourself that that's something that you truly wanted to do. You done did research and had people persuade you that the poly shit is the thing to do, when really that's not true. You just sat there and settled for some so-so shit, because that's some so-so shit you kept getting. You understand me? So you're going to have to shake. Why do you think the way that you think? You got to go back to the blueprint. They didn't persuade you. Now you done had a masculine or a feminine that has a smooth talker. So they slick with their words. They can persuade you to do what they want you to do. Now they done told you that other people sat there and wanted to keep you from doing the things that was naturally in you. And that shit don't even make sense. You understand me? Because what does God's not going to have you have mad children and have you in a sense abandon them. Again, these individuals are out here pursuing multiple people. And what do they always say? I get this with this person I get this person I get that. When if you truly wait for your divine person, in that person, you're going to have that perfect match. You're going to have the source of all the things that you were seeking. They're going to be being. So therefore, you don't have to divide and spread yourself thin. See, that shit was taught. That shit was inherited. They out here boosting you up, making you feel like a true divine is going to have themselves spread it thin. That don't make sense. Because again, you something like a gem. And what is a gem? Something that is rare. And what is something rare that not everybody has access to? So if God is telling you this about you, then you need to be carrying yourself like that too. You understand me? You out here, people talking about you supposed to be having, plant your seed. You supposed to be conceiving, yeah, but you also be able to give them morals too. You supposed to still be able to invest in those people and show them the right path too. If you over here having kids over there, kids over here, so on and so forth, that means you just out here creating problems in a sense. Because now you got children who have to compromise with their parent. Certain children that have to write a schedule in order to see them. Certain children that, again, start to go to other things because you're not being what they need you to be. See, don't allow people to sit there and make you feel like you got to steady plant that seed. If you're not there to water that shit, what's going to happen? Think of a seed. You can plant as many seeds as you want. If you're not maintaining it, watering it every day, adhering to it, clicking and clipping certain weeds away, if you're not out here shining light on it steady, then that shit is not going to grow. So therefore, how can you say it's cool with planting all these seeds all over the globe, but you're not there to maintain them? What's going to happen? How does that make sense? God is going to give you, again, certain kids. God's going to sit there and do certain things for you. You understand me? So don't allow people to get to you. You got to be able to, again, maintain certain things that you're doing. You can't be out here not watering them, because then it was pointless to even plant that seed. You understand me? So again, don't allow certain people to finesse you. Because again, if it really came down to it, they wouldn't be doing certain things that they do. They out here seeking certain answers. You understand me? Trying to find certain happiness. We're not doing it. No. That's not your job to be out here raising certain individuals that you're pursuing. You shouldn't be playing a parent to your partner. You understand me? We not doing that. We not doing that. So don't allow individuals to mentally manipulate you or make you feel like you need them in order to obtain certain things that God already got for you. Don't allow certain people to distract you. Allow them to do them while you doing you. And again, you're going to obtain that you're supposed to have. You want to... Don't do it. Don't do it. You are special, chosen ones. You are the answer that they've been seeking, chosen ones. You understand me? They've been trying to, again, chosen ones, they've been trying to stop you. They can't stop you. The only thing that they could try to persuade you is to give up on you. That's the only way. You understand me? That's it. They can't stop you. They see that. Because when they try to stop you, they wasn't successful. When they try to sabotage you, and let me tell you, a lot of you didn't have certain people that was close to you try to sit there and stop you, that envied you. Every obstacle that came your way, you found a way through it. Every time they told you this about you, you started asking questions. You start going and God start guiding you. You understand me? These individuals are mad that you didn't give up on you. And no matter what they did to you, you kept making a way through. So they seen that you was special. Every time, these are individuals that were friends to you. They sit there, you could be telling them about car troubles. They expecting you to be out here losing your mind. And you out like, it's all right, it's cool, I'm going to figure it out, it's fine. God got away. They got mad with it. They got mad at how you was reacting. See, they wanted you to be pressed on them or need them in a sense. Or they wanted to see you start to seem like certain failures was happening. The whole time, every time you seen a situation occur, you kept pushing through. You kept finding certain solutions to certain situations that was occurring towards you. You understand me? So again, you had people close to you that was doing certain things to you. But again, when they seen how you was reacting and seen that you wasn't going to be in lack, then they decided to go to other people to try to target you too. They seen that they wasn't strong enough, right? So they like, let me start recruiting. Shorty got some hands. Shorty got some strength. Let me go ahead and go to somebody else and see if they can try to target him too. So they had certain people start to strategically trying to surround you. They had certain people around you that, again, was trying to down you. Certain people that randomly popped in and out talking stuff on your stuff. Certain people that, again, was saying certain things to them behind the web, talking all tough. See, there were certain people that was trying to target you, that was trying to talk foul about you, that was trying to stop you, that was trying to persuade you to think less of you. Because if you start believing it, then they start knowing that certain things was going to start coming true. See, what you thinking and what you speak about you is what you see. So don't be speaking no so-so shit about you, or that's some so-so shit that you was going to see. See, they wanted you to start doubting you and to believe that certain things they was doing to you was going to actually work. That's where that curse comes in. See, no matter what they call themselves doing, magic is just, you got to realize something. Magic is simply just words with intentions behind them. I want you to realize that magic is simply words with intentions behind them. So lies are a form of magic, because individuals speaking lies on you means that they wanted to have an illusion on how other people viewed you too. So that's a form of magic. Individuals, again, actually physically doing certain magic or paying practitioners to play in your energy, I want you to realize certain things are at play. See, when these individuals start doing these devious things to you, I want you to realize that you was always going to gain. See, their confidence is the only difference between you two. See, you have to realize something. Even when you was a child, when certain people was out there spreading certain lies on you, when certain siblings was doing certain things to you and your parents or your people asked them, did they do it? And they sat there and put that innocent face on. I want you to realize something, chosen ones. For so long, individuals have been able to get over on you just based upon how you react towards them. Just based upon the fact that, again, were able to get a reaction out of you. Now that was able to discredit you in a sense too. You understand me? So now they are looking like, again, they sat there and are picking at you. Finally, when you react, you look like the bad person when really they was doing certain things to you. But because they was able to keep their composure and that they was confident in the abilities that they was able to persuade other people, that's the only difference from you being listened to. had you kept your cool and you again spoke your truth, individuals would then start to pay attention to you. See, you got to realize something, chosen ones. Just like you may have had, again, that grandmother, that auntie in a sense that was in the next room, that again, they knew that there was somebody close to you that was like a little Dennis the Menace in the tip. They've been seeing them do certain devious things and they already knew what it is. So therefore, again, they already was paying attention to it. So when you actually start speaking and calling on it, they already started to tune into it. See, the same applies to God too. See, he already picked up on certain people and certain things and intentions that they had towards you. He already knows what they tried to do for you. So therefore, again, he's going to bring it to your attention through your intuition. But at the same time, know that he's recording audience and audios and he's sitting there getting proof for you. You understand me? All the proof you need is the fact that you are being consistently you. You haven't switched up, so therefore they know that you were speaking your truth. See, you have to realize when certain individuals are targeting you, when certain individuals are picking at you, when certain individuals are doing devious things to you and bringing you to the attention of other people, I want you to realize that at that time, God starts gaining truth. Because again, everything that they started saying about you, when you disconnect, they were still going through it. So therefore, again, God started to see one thing changes and one thing stays. See, certain situations keep attracted to these people. Certain things, now it can't be everybody's not to blame. You understand? So you got to realize that these individuals who thought that they had successfully sabotaged something or was successful at, again, ruining your image or persuading certain people to try you, you have to realize at that point in time, these individuals are going to start going through certain trials. See, I want you to realize that at that point in time, God start recording the proof. See, your reputation is everything, and they try to lie on you. So therefore, I'm trying to tell you, certain things is coming to light. Everything they said about you after they left you is still what they starting to go through. So therefore, people are starting to pay attention that it wasn't you, it was them. So now again, certain people are starting to pay attention, even people that they sent. So now, again, you getting vindicated. The truth's getting exposed. So don't get your hands dirty trying to match energy with these people because they ain't got no souls. You keep elevating. You be patient because one thing that's going to be consistent is your actions. One thing is that's not going to change is your morals. You understand? Your mentality. So therefore, again, you had to realize the truth is going to get exposed. You had to be patient. Don't worry about them. Soon as you worry about something else, you gonna mess around and crash yourself. Don't worry about them. They could be in the same direction as you, try to pursue the same dreams as you, try to have the same goals as you, but they not you. You one of one. They can never do what you do, and they gonna mess around, try to blow a fuse, try to be you. You understand me? So let them do what it is. Don't worry about it. Don't pay attention. I'm trying to tell you. Certain individuals that are, again, feeling the need to keep targeting you because they know that what you speaking is coming true. They know that, again, they trying to persuade other people not to pay attention. They getting called out. That's it. You ain't got to argue or go back and forth. You know who you are. But you knowing who you are means you know who they are too. See, you could see through certain things that they try to show you. So therefore, again, don't worry about these individuals. You understand me? Don't allow these people to persuade you to give up on you. Don't allow these people to persuade you to not believe in you. Don't allow individuals, again, to have you stop moving forward because they stuck in some things that they intended for you. They in quicksand trying to call you back to them so that you could be stuck too. We not doing it. You heard me? We not doing it, chosen ones. You are not going to keep putting yourself through the same things that you already made it out of. Now's the time to start building new memories. It doesn't matter what you went through. You're not going to keep putting yourself mentally through those things. Once you speak it, that's you releasing it, let it go, and sit there and start to obtain and achieve new goals. You understand me? Don't keep, okay, you didn't have a good childhood, but are you allowing the inner child of you be good now? Have you unhoarded that room that you locked them in a sense? Because you didn't have certain feelings all locked in this room. You didn't have certain things that you went through that you ain't tell other people. You didn't sat there was told to cover up so much stuff. Now all of a sudden, all of those things was falling in on your inner child who was locked in that room. Now you open the door and now you starting to move certain things from around you. That's you actually going back to the drawing board, realizing the truth, realizing that again, your family's not always who you come from, but it's often who you led to. You realizing that again, you pursuing certain partners has something to do with you. Because you out here pursuing certain people that act tough, but again, thinking that they could protect you, but you end up needing protection from them. See, be smart, chosen ones. You got to carry you correctly. This is how are you handling your inner child? Are you talking to yourself sweet? Are you talking to yourself and asking yourself how you feel? Are you asking yourself to tell the truth? See, I want you to realize something too. If you then had certain family members of people that violated you, sexually, mentally, emotionally, so on and so forth, they did certain things to you. And you allowed your family to persuade you to put off those truths. And now family reunions, so and so forth, you still have to cross paths with these people. What are you saying to the inner child in you? You out here telling the inner child of you that it's okay to be around these predators. That it's okay for them to still, every time they see them, they get triggered. But it's okay. Why are you going to do that? Let me know. You are the predator too. Because that's like you selling your soul or selling yourself to these people, allowing them to do the same thing as you. That don't make sense. Why would you sit there and allow these parents, these people who knew certain things was happening to you, no matter if they try to act like they don't or not, they had some type of inkling whether or not it was certain things that you was doing, certain things that you was saying, certain things that they saw. They knew it, but they sat there, didn't want to, the inner child in them didn't want to get involved. So they persuade you to forget what these people did to you and fuck around, still got you connecting with these people. So why would you sit there and sell your inner child to these people too? That's like, why would you allow these people to babysit your children that you know was out here molesting and doing foul things to you? You are no different than those people if that's the case. So when you out here pointing fingers to everybody else, what they saying and doing to you, you're going to have to sit back and step outside of yourself and see if you're doing the same things to you too. You understand me? We not doing it. So many people, every time you ask questions when you was a child, they say you talk too much. Now you so scared to speak up. Now you got questions or want clarity, but your mother didn't want to answer because had she told the truth, she would have had to told you certain evil things that she used to say and do was true. She would have had to seen that her actions did affect you and other people. So therefore she don't want to take accountability. So she gonna keep your ass quiet. And now that you grown, you got certain questions that you want to know. And she still encourages you that you don't know what you talking about and that you ain't go through what you went through. That shit ain't true. And if you deny it and allow those mothers and those aunts to bully you, that's telling the inner child in you to be quiet and allow those people to touch their asses too. We not doing it. We not doing it. You had a father who ain't speak up on your behalf and let your mother do evil shit. He's held accountable too. It ain't no, oh, he knew better or he tried to do better. If he wanted to do it, his ass would have did it. You understand me? It ain't no sugarcoating stuff so people can forget. Oh, your mother's older in age now, or their health is going down. Now they want you to forget everything that happened to them. No, we not doing it. We not doing it. At all. Not doing it. We not doing it. How does that say to the inner child in you? It's that sit there and allow the predator to become the victim, and now you had to sit there and suppress you to make them comfortable when they clocking out. Hell no. We not doing it. And there's certain people's passing away and people telling you that, oh, you need to be there or make a... No. Why would you, again, allow yourself to be around these dark entities? Because that was nothing but the devil and demon telling them to allow them to do. Because if they didn't step up for the right thing, that means they didn't beat those demons. They became them. So therefore, them demons is still in them. So if those people are starting to take their last breath, that demon's going to try to hop into somebody else. So therefore, why would you volunteer your inner child to go through those things again? We not doing it. We not doing it at all. We not doing it. Tell them to call somebody. It don't have nothing to do with you. You understand me? Because again, certain people sealed their fate based upon how they carried you. They took time off their life because they test, excuse me, was to see if they was going to do the same thing to you that they did in a previous lifetime too. So then again, let's see. A lot of them failed their test. They failed it. So their problem is that they're going to live the rest of their life going through misery. Their health is going to fail. They ain't going to have nobody to call on. Because again, the person that they could have called on is the same person that they tried to call out their name. Tried to call demons to try to take their life. Certain energy that they try to obtain. So therefore, again, that's not on you. You done had certain parents now that you starting to get money and become successful, and now they living out there homeless or going couch to couch. Now they feel like they supposed to come and collect from you. Nah. See how they did right by you, they would have been a part of the things that God's providing to you, but God didn't start to give them things to you until you disconnected from these people. So therefore, he's showing them that they chose their fate. Because at that time, God said, you're going to do the right thing or you're going to listen to the devil, gas them up. They listened to the devil. They made their choice. When people chose to cross you, they made their fate. They sealed it. They don't have access to all that abundance that's about to be presented to you. So therefore, as soon as you call yourself giving it to them, you're going to start from stage 1 all over again. And you're going to have to pray that God makes it into your hand again. Because he's not going to keep giving it to you if you keep giving it to them. You funding that fuckery in a sense. He not doing it. You understand me? So how are you carrying you? How are you carrying you? You out here trying to pay your mother and your father certain funds. I'm going to buy them a house. They going to love me now. I'm going to buy them this. They going to love me now. You know different than those people that's out here paying those prostitutes in a sense too. Because you prostituting you. You out here giving up funds in exchange for some type of attention or exchange between other people. No, you're not doing that no more. If you got to give up finances in order to get something physically from them, then that's some shit that you don't need to be doing. You understand me? Are you selling yourself? Because if you are, there's karma for that. It doesn't matter who's crossing the chosen one. Even if that chosen one who's getting crossed, even if it's you crossing you, I'm trying to tell you, it's karma in that. You don't buy these people. No. That's it. You don't buy these people. You don't bribe these people because guess what? You know different than these people doing magic on other people to mentally manipulate their lives. You know different. You will be no different. So those consequences will be no different too. Every time you lie about yourself, lie about your happiness to protect somebody else, that means that you are not being authentic, that you are not saying the truth. So you really not giving the free will to these people because you are sitting there making changes to persuade them into selecting or choosing you or doing the things that you want them to. So therefore, again, if you're not being authentically you and you out here trying to appease other people, that's a form of magic too. And there's consequences for it. Because you not being yourself. You're going to have to keep up this image that you giving off, this fake exterior. Whether it's your fake, you try to curb your body and it's not like that. Whether it's you acting like you don't want children, but your ass truly do. Or acting like you want children when you know that that's something that you don't want for you. Or you acting like you cool with your partner going out and partying every weekend when really within a few seasons, you're not going to like that and you're going to try to change them. So therefore, again, you got to be authentically you. Because either they going to show their truth or the truth is going to be shown about you. You understand me? So again, make sure that you are not sitting there lying. Don't allow individuals to mentally manipulate you. You out here trying to persuade yourself to appease these other people. Somebody's going to break character. Somebody's going to break character. Now you all mad talking about when we first got together, they was all lovey-dovey. They used to take me this or buy me that. You told them everything that you wanted. So therefore, they try to become it in a sense because they knew if they did these things, they would get closer to you. Then they got comfortable with you. And then you started to see that naturally wasn't them. They was just doing those things to obtain you. So you got to realize that, again, individuals who are truly for you, they all automatically, authentically are already going to be it. That's how you know who's for you. Keep your ass quiet. Don't tell everybody what you want. Don't tell everybody what you need. You sit back and watch if they gonna authentically be it. If that's who they authentically are without you having to open your mouth, you telepathically communicating with them, energetically aligned with them, everything that you want is the same thing that they pursuing, then guess what? That's how you know who your people are. Because the devil only knows certain things because somebody told, whether it was you telling people who was out here doing foul things and they went out and told other people, or whether or not you told them certain plans or people you was trying to pursue, so on and so forth. They don't know unless you tell them. They can just make assumptions and guess and see how you're going to react about what they say towards you. So keep your poker face. Don't let them know your hand. Whole time, you already light years and lifetimes ahead of them. So even if they knew where you was about to go, they wouldn't be there at the same time because y'all on different timelines. You understand me? But again, why even, no matter what, you're going to succeed, but why even get involved with that type of energy? You understand? It's like, why even sit there and tell people your location and you have to even be around them? Why even allow them to alter your mood? Any of that. Get from around them. Just because you can overcome and because you can beat them don't even mean that you need to see them. It's like you already naturally overcoming them. You're already naturally beating them. You're already naturally successful and ahead of them. So why even, you understand? Like, why even get close? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Do not get yourself involved. Because trying to prove a point is not going to do nothing but end up proving them right in a sense. You not like them. You're not led by ego. You're not led by evil. None of that. Now let's also talk, chosen ones. I feel the need. So this is somebody's energy because I'm picking up on it, right? I want you to really sit back and analyze what success is for you. Because since a young age, everybody always equates success with being a millionaire and having certain finances, right? That's how they always say. That's how they always usually say. Or you flashy, you got this. Oh, they got to be successful. They got a car, driving a foreign, or they paid a lot of this. They must be successful. So while you out here praying for certain things, you praying for you to be aligned in your purpose, for you to have profit, for you to be surrounded by love. You're having certain prayers, right? Now, with these prayers in your head, you may have a specific outcome for them. But you got to realize a lot of your answers to your prayers are already before you, but you're not seeing them. And I'm going to give a demonstration, right? So to you, you can say, my purpose is me doing the thing that I love to do and getting paid to do those things. A lot of that right now already applies to you. You may not be getting millions of dollars in, but you are starting to see some type of profit move towards you when you started to get in your purpose. It could be you just having one customer purchase this, buy this, or support your music. You already have then what it is that you're asking for. So when you acknowledge that, oh, I already got my prayer because I asked to get finances or profit coming in for something that I'm supposed to be doing. So now you already didn't have the answer to your prayer. So now what God's going to do but match that. But you have to acknowledge that. Because you out here waiting, talking about, I'm supposed to get this, I'm supposed to get that. And God's like, you ain't see that you already got it where you at? Like, come on now. You got to realize that God, again, you talking about that you want to be able to take care of your family. A lot of you are doing that now. Whether or not that money is coming from you punching in and out of the clock, or whether or not you had to go through certain organizations to sit there and get an assistance, you making it happen for your family. You could sit there and say, I just want enough, I need money to make sure my bills are paid. But you have that now. You may not have enough to sit there and do other things outside of that, but can you acknowledge that you already at where you was praying to make it to? You're already there. When you acknowledge it, God's going to see that you're showing gratitude. And what is he going to do? Give you more. Why would he give you something and you talking about you not taking care of it? Think like food. When you give something to somebody or your child and they eat it, you then give them more. Or after they eat their plate, you say, okay, come back and I'll give you more. After you eat this, I'll give you more. The same applies to your blessings too. If you already acknowledging what you have and make the best of what you have and know that you are already currently at a prayer has been obtained where you at, then what do you think God's going to do? Give you more of it. So now this season you was just getting by. You just had enough money to make sure that that bill got paid, that rent got paid. You ain't have enough to go on vacation and do other things. What do you think God's about to do now? Put more blessings on your plate. Now you about to have more. Now, whereas you just had enough to pay those bills, now you're going to have money to stack up after it. Are you acknowledging you already have what you're asking for? That's it. God just wants to see, are you going to take care of the things that I'm already giving to you? You just like, again, your child or somebody asking you for something and you purchasing it and them not taking care of it. So you like, nah. Then they asking for it again. Like, Ma, can you buy me this? And you like, you ain't take care of that last thing I gave you. The same applies to you. You are asking for things and he's making sure that he's having those things come through, but you not acknowledging it. You not taking care of it. So now guess what? And you expecting for him to bring something new come through. You ain't take care of that last thing he gave you. Oh, you want love. I want unconditional love. I want true love. Are you acknowledging the people around you showing you love right now? Even if it's not a partner, do you see how your children love you and are happy when they see you enter the house? Do you see people that send love through under your posts? Are you acknowledging the people that are giving you love? Or are you just acknowledging the people that the love that went ghost? You paying attention to what you don't have, looking over what you already have. You talking about all those millions of followers that are not following you, but are you acknowledging the 5 people that are? You talking about, oh, I got this many followers and these many people aren't liking it. Are you acknowledging the 20 people that are? You had to know that, again, you already have what it is that you're seeking. What is success to you? Because success to me is being able to, again, be able to live comfortably, be able to be happy, help people, heal individuals. You understand? Like certain things, I would be happy with this, and other individuals feel like they need that to have happy with. You understand? It's like, no. Because you got to realize you're saying, I want more money, or I want a bigger house. I want this. That's where gluttony comes in. Because do you need all that? Or do you need all that to make it feel like you truly are winning? What is it? Because to feel successful, you feel like you have to have $1 million. When you can have a house that's paid for, on some land that can feed you, a car that you don't got to have no payments for, surrounded by people who truly love you, look up to you, honor you. That seems a lot more successful than having a $20 million house with nobody around me that truly loves me if I didn't have it, if I was without. 20 bedrooms that I'm not even going to enter half the time. 20, all that for what? To make it seem like I'm winning? I feel like I'm winning when I was sitting there at a point where I ain't know how I was going to make a meal, and I made that meal stretch for 3 days in 10 ways. Like, I feel like I'm successful then. So God's going to be like, okay, well, since you don't need all of that, since you good with this, I'm going to make sure you taken care of. Your house going to be paid off. Your land's going to be paid off. It don't matter if you pushing a put. You ain't got to put up no payments. So therefore, you winning. Think about it. You already winning, but you not acknowledging it because your ego is making you feel like you need more. You got to separate yourself from those evils. That's it. You got to think if you're not taking care of it, why would you ask for more things? That's just like this mother gave up those kids. They didn't take care of them. Or now all of a sudden they pregnant again. It's like you didn't invest in the first thing. Who gave? No. You understand? Certain things don't add up. And again, you got to show gratitude. You already got the things that you asking God for. He's just about to make it comfortable for you. But again, if you're not in your purpose, he's not about to make you comfortable. You have to be in your purpose in order to receive that profit. And before you see that profit, he wants to see, are you going to stick in your purpose? Because this is what you truly feel called to do. Before I even seen any funds for this is what I've naturally been doing. This is what I naturally love to do. This is what brings me happiness, helping other people and leading them back to God. That's what I love, helping you find you. This is something that, again, before I seen any type of profit come through, I was aligning this purpose. So therefore, God was like, listen, all right, I'm going to put you in this position a few seasons where you're not going to get acknowledgement. You're not going to get thank yous. You're not going to get people trying to invest in you. I done been through my seasons. And then soon as I stay silent, like, it's cool, God. This is still what I'm going to do. I'm not going to turn away because this is something that I'm naturally called to. God was like, you really believe in me like that? And I'm like, yeah, like we there. It's cool. I'm going to find another way. Let me see. This is equivalent to you. You like, all right, my profit. Okay, God, I can try to do this. I could try to do that to still come up with that. You still trying to work with what God is giving you. So therefore, God's like, wow, you really showed me who you are, that undercover boss. So therefore, now I'm about to look out for you. God just wants to see, are you going to trust him? When everybody's telling you when everybody's telling you to give up on him, when God then came through 9 out of 10 times, on that 10th time, they trying to persuade you that it's taking too much time. It's taking too long. They telling you to give up on God who then came and has been hand in hand with you, has been fully involved. So they want you to give up on God because this one situation, not even realizing that if you be patient, he about to come back and double that, triple that. No, I'm not giving up on God because one season, and half the time, those seasons that my face was all cracked up and crying, I realized now I go back and laugh because I'm like, dang, I see what you was doing there. I see what you did. I'm laughing at myself on how I thought that was the end of my world. That was it. I was so hurt. No, I see what God was doing. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Like, I don't know listen. That's like you, Undercover Boss. Think of the show, Undercover Boss, right? Or 60 Days In. If you watch that, right? The point of it is somebody going undercover in a sense to a certain situation, getting information and obtaining certain information, right? Seeing how certain things work. Chosen ones, you are that person that was sent 60 days in. You were that person that was sent as the undercover boss just to see how certain things was moving. God sent you to personally see and how these people interact with you because they out here making prayers to God, acting like it's other people that's targeting them, and that wasn't the truth. So God had them cross paths with you to see what they was going to do, and you reported back to God like, so-and-so did this, so-and-so did that. Now God's like, okay, cool. He starts checking off that list like, yeah, I see that now. You understand me? So you the undercover boss, you the sting operation, but sometimes you start forgetting that you in that position and you start playing that foul situation with them. Think of 60 days in. Some of them inmates that go in there, they really not real inmates, but they start changing their ways, talking like they the cell and pod balls. They start doing certain things that are against the law. They start forgetting themselves. That's what they did to you. They try to influence you and try to have you prove yourself, and you start proving yourself to the wrong people and start forgetting what it is that your whole main agenda was here to do. You start falling in love with the inmates. You was out here trying to have a relationship with these cons. Whole time, you was supposed to cross paths with them to get more information on them. See, you going to have to realize something, chosen ones. You cannot be out here falling in love on duty with these people that, again, you shouldn't be pursuing. You out here like a CEO trying to fall in love with the inmate. Now they done had you bringing in certain things to them. Now guess what? They done sealed your fate because you going to have to go down for them too. And they still going to be locked up. But the difference is your ass going to be locked up too. That's the same for these people out here doing karma and chaos, all of that. And they already are bound. They done sold their souls. They stuck where they at. But they trying to persuade you to assist them. Now you're going to be stuck in a similar situation. We not doing it. At all. Not doing it. We not matching that at all. I'm not matching your energy. I'm going to get from around you. That's it. That's it. I'm going to get from around you. I'm not matching that energy. I'm going to maintain mine. Get out of here. Out of here. Not doing it. You understand me? So, again, make sure that you're paying attention. Don't allow these people to ruffle your feathers. Even, you know how many times I see certain individuals talk crazy under the lie? What I do? Block their asses out. Because I know I'm ruffling that feather. I know I'm triggering that thought. So, therefore, regardless, they're not going to be able to shake through certain things that God wants to be taught. See, you know why certain people target you and that your light irritates their darkness, chosen ones? Because God's been trying to give them this information. It's almost like somebody who, that rent center is calling them, telling them they need to do a payment. Or that car place is telling them it's time to get a payment or they're going to get certain things repossessed. They try to duck those calls, but them ducking those calls don't mean that they still not coming. So these individuals are mad at you because, again, they've been ducking certain things that God's been trying to tell them that was true. God been giving them warnings about the people that they was hanging with. God been telling them that if they do this dark magic, that they going to end up getting their demise. God been telling them to change their ways, and they kept seeing those calls and they chose to decline. So now guess what? God sent you face to face to their door, in a sense, that you crossing paths with them in person. You telling them exactly what God told you to tell them. So now they mad because the truth is still coming out. They still getting that confirmation. They still getting that car that's going to get snatched. They are face to face with it. So they get mad, try to lash out on you because you still relayed that message. That's like, again, somebody about to get served certain paperwork and they mad at the person who was paid to serve them. No, not at all. You going to get this regardless. And half the time you come under disguise, just like that person who was supposed to be serving those papers to them. Think of legal matters when they really had somebody who paid people to dress up, in a sense, to finally get this paperwork to those people to say that they would serve them. So therefore, God had you dressed up, in a sense, had you looking all busted, had you looking crazy, had you in certain positions that really wasn't for you, had you, again, come off a certain type of way to these people, them not even realizing that this was the position that God paid you for to be in. You was going to, again, serve them with that paper, whether that was the truth, whether or not that was you calling them out on certain foul things that they do, whether or not it was you saying certain things that was happening around you, not realizing it was coming from them, so on and so forth. You had certain things that God had you serve them, a dose of reality. And they mad. They should be happy that it was you who served them, because I'm trying to tell you, if it was somebody else, it wouldn't have went like that. That's almost like, again, these individuals, they mad at the wrong person. But God's going to have them get that message regardless if they want it or not. That's why they mad at you. Because they've been ducking off that forever. That's why when you said that and finally spoke the truth, when you called them out on their ways, told them how they arrogant, they selfish, how you start calling them out on certain things that they do, you start acknowledging certain truths, they start getting mad at you. Why? Because that's something that they've been ducking for a long time, and finally it caught up, and it caught up in the form of you. That's it. You heard me? That's it. That's it. You ain't see the light because you was too busy being it. Again, look in a room of darkness. That light is illuminating everything. So, of course, the light is not on the light. The light's already being it. So, chosen ones, don't allow these people to finesse you, have you thinking less of you. Remember who you are so you can do what God asked you to do. You are undercover boss, I'm trying to tell you. And as soon as they start to catch on that you chosen, as soon as they catch on that you about to get your come up, as soon as they catch on that you not who they are, think of that 60 days in, that pod boss, when they see that you are not bound to the same things as them, when they see that you special and that you come with certain protection, when they see that you got certain gifts and opportunities that God's about to give to you, that's when they're going to get mad and try to get certain people in that cell to turn on you too. So therefore, again, all you got to do is say the word, and guess what? Those inmates are going to get pushed aside, and those guards are going to rush in, see something like that pod boss, chosen ones. All you got to do is call on your guards, chosen one. That's God. That's your ancestors. That's Jah. That's Allah. Whoever you refer to them as. I want you to realize that. Call to God. And God's going to come in. And He's going to show them that you got a certain type of protection. Now they're going to be mad because you were so close to them and could have showed them from a different light to other people. See, had they sat there and been right by you, they would have realized that certain camera was on them too. So therefore, had they showed you a softer side, other people would have been able to see that softer side about them too. So therefore, they could have got certain time lifted off of them based upon good behavior. But they chose not to. They chose to turn into that monster. So now God got them on camera being exactly what everybody assumed that they was in the first place. That's it. That's it. They had an opportunity. They was on camera in a sense to show them who they truly were, and they showed they ass. So that's it. That's it. Think of on undercover boss too. Those workers could have showed that they was dedicated and that they did the right thing to the right people, but instead they show other people how to get over other people, try to act like they was better than them, whole time didn't realize that that person they was looking down to was above them. So therefore, again, they realized that about you too, and they was mad. They thought that they was set up. You set me up. How I set you? I could have set you up for success. But you chose to be on some so-so shit. See, when those cameras came rolling in, I thought that you truly was like this character. I really thought that you was being authentically you. Now I done turned this camera and you started to truly show your truth. You start breaking character. So therefore, again, that comes back on you. You should have been who you was saying that you was. That's it. That's it. How I give you an opportunity to show case that you didn't change your ways and you didn't showed your ass. Because that's what God has you cross paths with them to see if they change their ways. Because they out here keep calling God, calling prayers every single day, asking God to make a certain way, and all these people are targeting them. God was like, I need you to go to so-and-so and try to help them. See what's going on, because they talking about certain people's bullying them. Now you done came to the door and was out here watching them. You done came to the door and introduced yourself to them, and they done talk to you crazy. They try to hurt you too. Now all of a sudden you realizing that they asses was never telling the truth. Now you told God, and God sat there and called judgment on these people. See, you was that hidden camera, chosen ones. That's it. That's it. That's it. You was the hidden camera. You was there to help them. They said that other people was targeting them. That's equivalent to them having certain parents that done put them down, certain spouses that done sat there and tried to do certain foul things to them too. Certain people told them what they couldn't do, so you was here to push them and tell them to go and pursue those things. But instead, what did they do? Show their ass and turned on you. That's like you seeing somebody who's a hitchhiker in a sense. Now, don't do this shit. This is just for examples. But that's like you seeing somebody struggling walking, or somebody struggling in a sense, and you offer to help them and they attack you. It's like, oh, hell no. Then you do it your damn self. You understand me? These were the hitchhikers that you seen them walking in the heat, the blaze. You seen them barely making their way. You seen them broke down and you had some water in your trunk. Or some water on you. You had some food on you, and you had the ability, you had enough room to help take these people too. But as soon as they got close to your car, they tried to pop your tires in a sense. Or again, they try to get a ride and you realize that they was trying to carjack you in a sense. No. You seen them walking in that heat. That's equivalent to them going through certain karma and consequences, certain cycles. They going through hell in a sense. And you try to become a shade to them, allow them to come and get in your air conditioning because that's your abundance, that's your love, that's your energy, that's your nurturing ways. You try to provide them air, and they took that opportunity to try to take your life in a sense. Oh, nah, get your ass out. That's it. Excuse me. It's not. You called yourself helping them and they was hurting you. Oh, nah. Get your ass out. Won't be, I'm telling you. They was already on their last lines before they crossed paths with you. You was the last line and they chose to cross it. Now, guess what? It's done. You was that person who came while they was walking. They was on that road for a long time. That road could have been from their childhood. That road could have been, again, years of unhappiness or years of relationships that was tormented. You understand? Just different things, different situations. They was on that road for a long time in that heat, and you came and tried to help them to get out, and they chose to turn on you and try to get you to be without. Oh, nah, then your ass ain't getting no ride. And I can tell you this road is long, and I was the only person that was willing to take this ride. So therefore, again, I know for a fact that after I leave, you're not going to have somebody else that's going to make it to you in time. That's on them. Because I'm trying to tell you, when God sent you to these people, they was on a time limit. When they had cross paths with you, they had the ability and time limit to see what they was going to do. They was already on their last breath. And they chose to take that last breath to try to blow out your flame. Not realizing that all that was going to do was have your shit get bigger. You was getting some gains. So it's a wrap. We not allowing individuals to try to have you in lack when you was trying to help them get to where you was at. You was trying to give them a ride back to God. You was trying to give them a ride back to love. You was trying to give them back into pursuing their dreams. But instead, they wanted to feel like everybody else has to do certain things for them. We're not doing that no more. You're not sacrificing yourself to save these people who don't want to save them. So how they say Project Pack don't save us, she don't want to be saved. That's that case. They don't want help. Forget it. What do you look like? You feeding that stray to give them enough strength to attack you. That's like when they say don't be out here feeding the ducks or feeding the raccoons or feeding this, that, and the third, because they going to feel like they can still get food from you. And if you ain't got it, they going to try to take it and snatch it from you. So don't feed these demons. Starve their asses out. Because if they not... These demons have to sexually eat off you. So if you go celibate and don't have them have access to you, because STDs is not just sexual transmitted diseases. It's sexual transmitted demons too. So if you starve them out sexually because you're not allowing them to have access to you, I want you to shake certain sexual thoughts, because a lot of these individuals try to use your picture to try to get off to you, to try to manifest you in. That's a form of sex magic. Don't join the hype. Because at that point when you think it's sexually and you're not connected to these people, they trying to call you in. So if you go ahead and give in to those sexual events, that means that you energetically having some type of relation with them. Do not do it. Shake that shit off. You know how to keep yourself composed. If not, it's a challenge. Get your shit together. Because that means you addicted. If you can't shake it off when you know it's not good for you, that's like no difference than somebody having diabetes, but they still eating that sweet ass food. If you know that has potential to take your ass out and you keep doing it, then that's on you. You must not like your life. That's it. So if you got to hold out from having sex to save you, do that. If you want to give in to these people because you want to feed these demons, and your ass going to be defeated too. It's on you. Pick it. Sorry. And ain't gonna be no big mama, your arm. Alright? It's gonna be your legs, all that shit too. No. Again, you wanna starve out these demons, stop allowing them to have access to you. So sexually, cut that shit out. Mentally too. Stop clicking on their page to see what they doing. They trying to, again, have some type of impact over you. Do you realize that when these people get you in a vulnerable position, where you in your feelings, where you sad, where you mad, that means that you didn't put your guard down and they have access to that, so therefore that they can target you. You understand me? We not doing it. Soon as you start, again, there's certain people that you know is not good for you, and you start thinking about these people, they try and manifest you back into them. Because God's not going to allow them to reach out to you. God's not going to allow them to have access to you. The only way that they can get to you is if you give them permission to be able to approach you. Like, Your Honor, can I approach the bench? Soon as you say yes, then they have access to you. Don't do that. Soon as you, again, click on their page, they have access to your energy again. Don't do that. Know how God's moving about you. Know that they lacking without you. Know that without you, they trying to find the next victim too. But if you stand in your strength, you're going to defeat these people so they can't do what they did to you to other people too. Be smart. Don't doubt yourself. That's also a thing. Because you out here saying that these people, oh, they doing magic on this, they doing magic on that. You acknowledging it. That's where the curse is at. Because what you speak is what you seek. So if they get you to speak the same things that they want to have an impact on you, then that means you're speaking this on you. So you're going to start to see it about you. It's an illusion. They try to get you sick. You got a little cough. It wasn't they asses. It's the shit that you was smoking. Or you had an incense near you. Or you had that fan in your face. Or you just had a little cold, but now you acting like they sealed your fate. Get your ass out of that mentality. You understand me? Don't listen to it. Thank you so much, Les. I appreciate you. You got to remember that. You understand me? And again, at any point in time, you had to realize they don't have control over you. The control is them having more confidence than you. Because just like those people that used to pick at you, and again, you was so mad and you reacted and you told on them, and they was able to keep their composure and keep up that illusion. They was confident nobody's going to believe you. And you started to believe it too. So you stopped speaking what these people were doing to you and towards you. So again, they was able to persuade you to stop speaking because they didn't want you to speak up because they knew that they would get caught in due time. You understand me? We not doing it. We not doing it. You got to realize they're going to have you speak bad about you so that what you start speaking comes true. The power is within you. They don't got no power behind the shit that they saying, because the power that you need is God. That's the source. That's it. That's that battery in that back. That's that energy. You the personal pop-up generator. They need to be plugged into you in order for them to see in their room. So therefore, if they sit there, have you shine a light on them, while neglecting to shine on you, it seems like they are illuminating the room when that illumination is truly coming from you. You shining your light on them, so of course they look like they illuminating. But as soon as you move that light, you're going to see they not able to maintain that type of illumination because they not being it. You are the light. You won't always see that. It seems like darkness around you because you too busy being the light chosen one. So don't have these people have you talk bad about you like they used to do to you. You doubting you. You not honoring you. Again, you feeling like you need these people. That's what they want you to feel. As soon as you start going out disconnecting, you going to see that it was you that they needed for real. They not succeeding. Their health going down. Finances stopping. So-and-so's beefing with so-and-so. Because so-and-so was plotting. It is what it is. Let them go. That's it. Because you start speaking that life into you. You know that, again, you going to plant those seeds and those seeds going to turn into certain fruits. You know, again, when you really plant those seeds, you're going to adhere to them and you're not going to let them be wasted. These individuals, again, was out here planting seeds everywhere and wasn't nowhere in sight to take care of them. You're not the same. So again, even if it looked like you was just had a little patch of land, that's you having a little bit of hope. You having a little bit of drive. You having a little bit of strength and sense of direction. You just planting those 4 seeds. We know that 4 seeds could produce a lot. Think of how 4 seeds of watermelon come to this. 4 seeds of peppers comes to that. You see how that small patch can come into something that ends up taking over the whole pack. So, you're not the same. You watered that. They called you crazy. Now they in lack. Now they trying to come back to get a piece of your fruit. But no. God's not having that. So think of Adam and Eve about that fruit. But think of it in the opposite way when it comes to you. God's telling you not to give them your fruit because your fruit comes with knowledge that they don't need to have. Your fruit comes with strength, comes with protection, comes with abundance. So God doesn't want you to give them nothing that he has for you. Because again, think of what they're going to try to do, but they're going to do it negatively towards you. So therefore, again, they're going to try to take all of these free services in a sense that God gave you, and they're going to try to get other people to have to pay them for things that God gave. No, we're not doing it. You're not protecting them no more. You're not giving them nothing anymore. Your energy, attention, let them be. Know that they sealed their fate. And they fate is what they going to see. It is what it is. That's it. You understand me? So again, when it comes down to it, you had to realize that it is truly you or them. And you got to think, if it came down to you or them, what would the world benefit from? If you are here, you are helping people, healing people, loving people, sitting there raising your children correctly. You out here raising the vibrations. You out here doing good deeds. So God sees, if you wasn't here, how the world would be. Now God is looking at them. What are they doing? But causing misery, causing mayhem, causing corruption, lying. Just because you can do certain things don't mean that you need to do it. Because you had an opportunity to scam too, lie too. You could have sat there and used your body to obtain certain monetary gain. You could have gave up your morals for money too, but you chose not to. It was free will, but you knew that certain things wasn't cool. You understand me? No. You knew who you were, and you knew that just because it was free, it wasn't some shit that you need to accept. Just like somebody sitting out some things on the curb talking about it's free. It's free, but if you take that, it comes with bed bugs, comes with some roaches, comes with certain termite, whatever the case may be, it comes with some shit too. So yeah, you can get it for free, but is that free shit worth it to you? That's equivalent to them doing magic, them stealing, them doing certain scams, so on and so forth. You had an opportunity to do it too, but what would have came with that? Karma and consequences. You know everything that's free ain't for you. It ain't going to be used up. It's not going to be, again, messed up. It's not going to have certain things that can affect you. No. God's like, listen, turn up on that because I got a sale coming through. Okay, I know you need a dresser, but matter of fact, I'm going to have this place go have a sale where you can pick up this dresser to close to nothing. You got to realize, you understand? Just because it's there don't mean that you need to accept it. That's your choice. So make sure you're making the right moves. But listen, chosen ones, I got to get up off of here. I got so many great things going for us, all right? Listen, I've been taking heed to all the cities and states that y'all been telling me about, because I'm telling you, we got certain conferences coming up. And I'm so excited, because just like I'm able to pick up on your energy right here and provide certain confirmations for you, we're going to have a personal type of setting. So therefore, again, I'm going to be able to be amongst you face to face, picking up on your energy, relaying the messages directly to you. We're going to be out there celebrating together, healing together. It's going to be a beautiful experience. I promise you. I thank y'all so much. Even though those individuals that have been getting one-on-one coaching sessions, I love you too. Those who've been getting readings, I love you too. Those who have been, again, doing likes, shares, subscribes, donations, your nice words, all of that, I love you too. I'm so proud of you. We've been having so many breakthroughs, and I've been seeing it on you. I've been seeing how you've been changing, how you acting, the glow coming out of you. Again, even I can say this, we have coach one-on-one sessions, right? Where I'm talking directly to you in real time. We interacting. I'm sitting there. I love y'all's reactions. When we out here really having these one-on-ones, I be seeing y'all in real time react to what God's saying. You know that it comes from God, because again, there's certain things that is talked about that you ain't talk about. We go through, again, your childhood, certain cycles, what you going through now, what people did to you, what they expect to do to you, so on and so forth. And I'm simply serving as a confirmation for you, because again, half of these things you already knew, but sometimes you overanalyze. So I'm proud of you. I'm appreciative of you. I can't wait to have these face-to-face experiences with you. It's going to be a beautiful experience. But I had to say, it's not going to be that many tickets available, because I want it to stay like a personal type of setting. So it is going to be like 20 to 25. At times, it may even go up to 50. I'm going to let you know. But our first locations is Orlando, Florida. It's going to be Charlotte, North Carolina, and Raleigh. Those are our first locations that we're going to be having. As the shows come up, I'm going to let you know so that you have more time to do as far as get your tickets. We have more cities to announce too, but again, I'm going to announce them as it gets closer to that time period, all right? So I love y'all so much. I appreciate you so much. I believe in you. You will continue to achieve anything you put your mind to. Please remember, I'll never reach out to you for a reading. You can only receive them through the link in my bio, all right? And again, you have to be ready to receive it, because I'm going to tell you about your past. I'm going to tell you about your present. I'm going to tell you about what you do, as well as the people around you are doing towards you too, all right? Also, I'll never reach out to you, so please, if you see a false page, report them. Also, I only got one TikTok, one YouTube, and one Instagram. Links in my bio. So if you ever unsure, click the link on my bio and you'll see, all right? I love y'all so much. I'm going to upload this live a little later on YouTube. Thank you so much. Y'all continue to be great.